What is going on, my friends? It's Austin here from Elevate Applicate, bringing you yet another video on pesticide applicator content. And today what I'm going to talk about is some unique services that you might not be thinking about offering in your company. Have you ever thought about offering invasive species control? And why I ask that is because not too many companies do it, and it's a huge value added service to your clients. So if we look behind me, you can see in here it's a mess. And actually I'm going to walk in here and show you what we're dealing with. So this particular invasive species that we're talking about, it's called Oriental Bittersweet. And if you don't know what that is, it is a vine that just takes over and dominates the forest. It has these leaves right here. They're kind of like a whorled, oval shape, slightly serrated. But these things grow to be this big, okay? And they have this really unique spiraling effect that they do to itself and to trees. And as you can see, we have a ton of bittersweet on all of these trees. It was just dominating this forest. And this is something that I offer consistently in my company, which is invasive species remediation. And that's because you think about the value of what you're providing to a client. You're preserving their forest, right? This client in particular, when they were looking at their forest, they were watching these vines take over their trees, and over time they saw trees being taken down, and that's from the weight, that's from being strangled. All of that comes into play here with this particular invasive species. And they finally had enough of it. They're like, we're losing our forest, we're losing our trees, we want to get it taken care of. So we went through, took two guys 3.5 hours to go through this the first time. We're going through on a follow-up visit right now to touch everything up, so that greenwood I just showed you, that's now been killed. And this is mainly just using herbicides, which if you're in lawn care, if you're in plant health care, you probably have some herbicides on the truck that you can utilize to do something like this. And it is involved, there are certain things that you have to think about. How do you cut them? How do you do it the safest way? How do you not damage all of the native species? But this is something that you can absolutely do. Now, invasive species are going to vary from state to state. And so I would recommend that you look up the worst invasives in your state and see what you can actually do to control them. See what products you might already have to control them. And if you start to see them on your routes or on your visits to your clients, absolutely say, hey, I'd like to start offering this new service. Do you mind if I test this out with you and see how it goes? Obviously get paid for it, but you'll learn how to do it. So this was a doozy. Monetary wise, I want to say this was right around $2,500. And again, you're talking, total man hours 8-ish or less. But you can see there's some grapevine we controlled while we were here because it was taking over this tree. It's hard to see. I can't really show you the tops of the trees, but some of these vines went up 70 feet. And you can kind of see the destruction up here, all of those vines that were killing trees. So just something to think about, unique offerings that probably your competitors aren't doing. So I hope you guys are doing well. Take care, have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.